Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing our single player playthrough. But first, one little note from yesterday. We had some issues with the dedicated server, so that's why there was no Satisfactory episode yesterday for the dedicated server. We usually do dedicated server. I record it on Tuesday, upload it Wednesday. We'll upload it and then it comes out Wednesday. But yeah, that's what usually happens. But unfortunately, we were having trouble with the dedicated server, connecting to it and playing on it was kind of an impossibility, really. So we were unable to do that. However, it seemed to have returned to normal yesterday. So today we will have the dedicated server later on. So. And it'll have to be on a Thursday, unfortunately. But, yeah, we're going to try again today, so we'll see what happens, hopefully. But anyway, if you weren't here last time, don't remember, or what's not, we had completed more of the rail line. We completed all of this yesterday, which was really nice. Sorry. How do I? Yeah, there we go. I've been playing a lot of Space Engineers recently, and X is to fly because it's the jetpack. Doing the survival series, which is quite fun. Which we did that episode yesterday instead. But yeah, we got this overarched bridge right here. Got our rail line coming down this way. You know, it's a bit of a steep hill. You know, about I think it's almost 2 meters, like 1.5 meters to 2 meters, something like that, in there. But yeah, it slopes down to this overarch bridge, which spans this massive gap. Then you've got a couple of smaller bridges. I decided to go with the smaller ones here. I could have done overarch bridge all the way across, but I decided to go with some smaller ones here just because it's pretty close to the ground. So, but yeah, and some of these spots we had to take out some beams because of the rock face being in the way. Same there too. But yeah, then we go to this massive overarch bridge that was finished and whatnot, and we got our rail lines as well as we've got all the block signals set up until this point. We got our train line here. So today's plan is to pull this rail line. Oops. Right here. Is to pull this rail line around this cliffside. Let's put on my jetpack. And then, yeah, just kind of pull it around here, kind of follow this. It doesn't have to follow it too closely, just kind of curve around nicely. And we need to make our way over this way. And then we're going to go right over the top of this, right here. Yeah, go right over the top of this. And then continue to slope down, kind of following this ledge, roughly. And then we're going to go between this arch and this support and continue to circle around until we get down to this level. You know, we're going to try to slope gently. I'm going to try to keep it as a 1 meter slope all the way around. But then we're going to end up on this cliff edge and we're going to circle back around, continuing to circle around until we get over here. We're going to have to bypass this and go around it until we get to roughly this point. And then once we get this point, we can continue along here, which is fine. But we're going to get to this ledge right here underneath this arch. Hopefully, anyway, I'll bring that bridge over. Well, the height of it anyway. And we'll see if it can sneak underneath that arch. If not, we'll have to either go above or below it. And I'd rather go above it, I guess. Yeah, we'll go above it, probably. And then connect up to that rail line right there. And that's the whole point of connecting the whole desert to this. So, which would be really, really nice. Yeah, almost done with that. So we'll connect that up, and then that'll be this rail line done. Hopefully we'll have that done this week. I know today is Thursday, so only got a couple more days and a lot of work to do. So let's get to it. Alright, so back over here. Scrap foundation. I kind of want to keep this height, so I might try to keep that height for now, because it's not sloping down yet, so. Let's see if we can roughly. Yeah, because we don't want to follow this too closely. Probably roughly there will be our first foundation. We just need positioning and rotation. Yeah, that'll work. So right there. Pull this rail to here. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Put in a bracer track and then we can make it curve more. This is gonna be, by no means this is gonna be a perfect curve. It is definitely not happening. There we go. See, it starts to turn. Probably shouldn't have removed those, but that's okay. And then we're going to pull our rail down and around, I guess, out of power. Guess we'll probably pull it to roughly here. Need to move it out slightly. Otherwise it's not gonna... Oops. Power, power, power! There we go. Okay. So if we pull it out slightly, then we can make that... Yeah, we have to... Ugh. It's gonna be annoying, because getting it to slope down at a 1 meter's pace without having flat spots is going to be very interesting. Okay, so I think what I'm thinking here is we pull our rails this way, and it's a little bit better of a corner, and then we pull our rails around. Yeah, see, that'll just about match up with that one now. But then we slope her down. It's going to take a lot of concrete to make this happen, but... Wow, that is really close, actually. That ain't too bad. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, we gotta put it on a 1 meter slope, though. Yeah, a little bit more. I will have to straighten this out, though. Yeah, that ain't a bad slope right there. That ain't a bad slope. I will have to make this, like I said though, I will have to make this rail turn. Do it like this. That might be too long for this, though. Yeah. Right, so I'll have to... I'll have to slide it in just a little bit. So, there. There. Still too long. Dang it. Oh, that's not good. Damn. Yeah, getting this to curve is going to be at a decent rate, as well as sloping is going to be really difficult. Yeah, look, that's like a whole foundation off. Whoa! That autosave. Let's say if I'm going down this way, no, we have to. Let's see. What I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. If we go to here, maybe. Okay, that will reach. Oof. Let me clip in this rock here. We might have to flatten out here. I don't see any other way. It's either that or we corner at the same height for a little bit. That would get us up and over that. Yeah. It's just not going to work yet. We can't slope yet because of how that is. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it in tighter, like here, roughly. And see if we can get up and over that ledge, I guess. Alright, so yeah, just like this, I think. Nice leveled corner. Rather than trying to slope it down right away, we can slope it down over here. And now there's no blocks in our way. Yeah, getting this slope down correctly is going to be an absolute pain, I think. Getting this curved correctly where we can make it work. Just because of how big the corner has to be, it is really difficult to get this to work. Okay, I'm thinking... Okay, so if I pull this here, right? Will this then level out? Or straighten out, roughly? Like, is that a good corner? I think so. Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. I like that. Alright. Okay, so then what we'll do... Actually, this might not be a good corner. Hold on. Oh, no, that's right. We're coming from level. We're not coming from sloped. A sloped piece like we were down here. Which I should probably get rid of. Now we're starting to slope down. It immediately starts to slope down into a 1 meter. Okay. Alright. So then, since we've got that the way we've got it, then go to architecture, grab the small pillar support, put that right at the edge. Take a foundation, doesn't matter, we'll go 2 meter. Then remove this, and grab another 2 meter. Then grab our 1 meter slope, lock it in place, go back 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of all this crap. Get rid of that. Transport, pull a rail down. Because it's not exact sometimes, so it's better to make it exact. And it should work for both sides, because one is not going to be longer than the other, so. Well, I mean, it is, but it isn't at the same time. It should. If not, we can always move it up. Yeah. That's kind of what I was afraid of, actually. Maybe we should have done the outside corner. I think we can still make this work, we just gotta pull it in a little tighter. So pull it in to there then. Well, let's see, where is... If I pull this down to here, we can then use that as a guide to then match up the curve for the outside. Yeah, I gotta remember to always build the outside. Looks like I can aim roughly here. I lock that in place. It's a little too far away. That'll work. Okay, right there. Okay, so then we got to start the process over, unfortunately. Get rid of all this crap in the way. Alright, and then architecture. That should be roughly close to what we already had, though. Get a little closer. Okay. Then we this again. It's because this it always puts this perfectly straight and level. Well, perfectly level with the ground. So, or with altitude anyway. Sea level, whatever. All right. Get rid of this once again. Get rid of that. Get rid of all that too. Okay. And I went the wrong way with it, didn't I? I just realized that. I'm on the outside track. Not the inside track. What? Didn't we just place that? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I just did it again. Hold on. Shut up. Wrong side. I literally was just saying that I did that wrong, and then I mistake it for it being correct. Okay. I was about to be like, what? What's this bullcrap? Alright, there's our rail there. And then keeping with the slope, since this is all set up already. As long as we put it correctly, it should roughly be the same. So right there, okay. So literally just so we can get onto this slope. Look at that. It's not perfect, but it's close. It's close enough. Okay, now we need to figure out where our next slope is going to be. We're going to have to go around this rock here. I'm going to try to hug this rock. We might actually... We're up high enough that we might actually just go right here. So that might be a... Oops. There I go again, going to the inside track. No, I need the outside one. Oh yeah, we could totally fit this right here. Totally. Nah! And this is why I have a hover pack on, by the way. In case I fall off of this when I have no power. Yeah. I'll use the hover pack if I need to address a corner. For height. Okay, so if I put this right here... Alright, and then we pull this into this spot, say that's straight. How good is that corner? Now the corner is a little bit weird. We'll have to go wider with it. Yeah, it's a little bit strange. Or no, we don't necessarily have to go wider with it. We'll just push it back. Maybe go here. And then pull that to straight and level right there. Okay, so then I can go to like the hover pack and go, okay, how good is the corner? That's a little better. Oh, that actually looks, power. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Alright, we'll go with that. And I did the outside corner this time, so I know the inside will fit. It's going to be a little tight in certain areas. We'll test to see if the train will fit. But I think it will. Okay. So we'll get it built up to here. Alrighty then. So now we have that. I think I'm going to solidify this. I think we've got a really good corner here. As well. So we've got this down, and we're going to have to straighten out here for a little bit before we can start curving again. But we have this. Look, we managed to slip in between here. And you can see it's not a perfect slope. It does kind of waver a little bit here and there. But I think we're good as we're going to get with that. Especially on this section here, we're not going to be able to lower any further, just because of where this is. And the inside's even worse. I mean, the inside will definitely show the non-consistent slope. But there's nothing you can really do about that other than lowering. What you would have to do if you wanted to get this slope to match this slope, you would have to lower it right here where it connects in order to make that work. Because you can see it's slightly higher, but it's not high enough to do a 1 meter slope. It's like a quarter of a meter off. Just because it's tighter. That's a little bit of a tighter corner. That's what she said. But yes, so I'm going to go ahead and solidify this with some supports. And I'll show you how I do the supports, which is going to take me absolutely forever. But we can get these supports in place, and then we can move on to continuing to make this slope work. So we'll remove all this. Because we no longer need the foundations. Oh yeah, I forgot that was there. Yeah. But yeah, again, we're going to be using the beams, or the beam blocks, I guess you could say. You know what I should do? I should get rid of this right here. and put this in concrete instead. 4 meter. Oh, I thought that was okay. Vertical that down. Oops. There we go. Solidify that into being straight concrete. So okay, and then from here, what I have to do essentially is we have to go to the architecture, and I'm going to do the inside corner first because it'll be easier just to do the inside corner. But we got to do the inside corner. I'm going to zoop that downwards. I mean, we can't zoop it here, but then we go here. We'll put that on default for the moment. Do this. Don't care if it clips into stuff that it's supposed to. Might be zooping. Here. Don't need to zoop yet. Keep going around. Now I need to zoop. Oh yeah, I'm going to use the hover pack here. Yeah. That's essentially what we do, and we zoop this all the way around this corner. And then once we get this corner done, then we do the outside corner. I'll show you what I do for the outside corner. Obviously it's the same thing, but let me get like a couple of these in. These we will have to zoop these. It's a bit steeper right here. And we go back to default. But let's say both of those are complete. Then we're going to go to the outside. You want to do the outside of the corner, not the inside portion. And there's a reason for that, because if you do the inside portion, there's going to be gaps. But if you do the outside portion, you just put this on default, and you just aim it roughly here between the two rails, and you just do this. Yeah, see? Like I said, if you do the inside, if you go from here and you do the inside corner, depending on your corner, but you're usually going to end up with gaps in between the two sections. Or in between the two pieces, so you definitely want to do that. Yeah, and then we'll just solidify that. Okay, now I just got to do this essentially all the way down to here, to this straight piece. I don't know if I'll do the straight piece yet. I might leave the straight piece for now until we get the corner going around here, because I might have to lengthen or shorten the straight piece. So. But yeah, we'll do that. And since it's a 1 meter slope, I can use these blocks. I don't have to use the small frame pillar supports because we're not going any steeper than a 1 meter. So, but if we do have a section where we're going steeper than a 1 meter, then I will use these. But we use straight blocks for these. Alrighty, finally got those supports done. Yes. This is looking good. I like this. Dude, doesn't that look good? I think it looks good. Yeah. Go all the way around. Yep, that looks good. And we've got the center portion as well, completely done. You can see it just starts sloping down. Actually, when you're walking along the rail, it actually looks pretty darn good. As far as slope. You do see the wavering a little bit, especially here. But that's just because it straightens out, I think. It's a bit of an optical illusion. Yeah, we got all the supports done for there. Yeah, it's looking good. I'd like to see it in the daytime, but we'll see it in the daytime here shortly. Okay. So now we need to go down straight, and then we need to make our way down to this platform, I think. So we'll take a look. So yeah, we follow this cliff edge around, right? I might be up a little bit higher so that I can go over the top of this. Yeah, and then we just follow this cliff around until we get to here, but then we gotta swing out wide. I might bring the... No, I don't want... I was like, I might bring the bridge, but... No, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, no, and then once we get to this portion here, I think we'll go straight with a bridge. I'm trying to decide where I want this, we might have to build this backwards. I might have to expand this bridge this way first. Yeah, that might be a thing. Getting it to turn is going to be a pain in my butt, but I think we might have to make that turn. And I actually figured out a way to make these turn better than what I had been doing. So we'll make that work there. I mean, we could bring the rail all the way this way. Well, we do have this in the way. But yeah, going over the top of that arch is going to be the only way we make that work. I mean, we could do the overarch bridge again, going across this gap here, to then meet up here and get up on that foundation there. And then we don't have to bring that bridge through this portion of the desert. Either that, or we could use a different type of bridge. Because we've got a few different types here. Yeah, because we got this truss bridge, which we have built, which is a smaller arch bridge. It's not as good as our other ones. What other bridges do we have? I just think we just use the overarch bridge. Because we're probably... I don't know if we're going to use that bridge anywhere else, really. So I won't feel like I'm overusing it. I have definitely overused the regular truss bridges, so... Oh, and then we got the Type C bridge, which is the weird one. And then... What other bridges do we have? Oh, and of course we've got that mega bridge over there, which I actually have. I need to redesign that. I have a much better way of building it now, because I was messing with it one day and I was just like, yeah, that would be. I found a much better way. It's like, that will work. Oh yes, and then of course this bridge type. We could go with this bridge type. But this bridge type fits only in that one section, so... Yeah, I think we do the overarch bridge. Yeah, we get the overarch bridge. We need to... but we do need to make sure that it is high enough to go over the top of that. I don't care if the arch pierces the bridge deck, just as long as the rail itself goes over the top of it. And I think we might have to do that just to keep that height. But if we build this bridge first, then we know the height on the left. We know the height of that. Yeah, look at this. That looks cool, man. I like that. But yeah, then we know the height of it, and we just carry that over this way. Yeah, setting the height is what's going to be the pain in the butt. Setting the height and the placement. So we've already done that on camera, so I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera real quick. But also, we are hitting the end of our episode, so we may have to do this next time as well. Yeah, let me play with it a little bit, and then we'll... It sounds wrong, but then we'll see what happens. Alrighty, continuing here. So I found a much better way of doing it than the way I was going to do it anyway. So decided to pull the bridge over, and keeping with the same height, we were able to slip in underneath this. Yeah, we won't have more more overarch bridge, but we can continue with the theme through the desert with this type of bridge here, like we have all throughout the rest of the desert, pretty much. So it does go along with the same sort of theme there, which works pretty darn well. So now all we got to do is bring this up there. Well, this will stay here, because it doesn't matter the height anymore since I'm down that low. So we'll go to here roughly with our rail, and then we'll slope down to connect to that. I don't know if we'll bring this closer or not. We'll see what happens. But I do think with this, though, it is going to work out pretty darn well. So let's head back over here. I don't know why my music stopped. That was weird. Oh no, we had a crash earlier. Right. I had a crash a little bit ago. Yeah, just more 1.0 shenanigans, I think. Where's our bridge? Or where's our rail here? There's our rail. So yeah, we need our rail to go down to that right there. This ledge right here. So we'll continue to slope it down to end up here. Ish. So the spot we want to aim for is roughly here-ish. To head that way. We don't have to face this way, but we definitely want to aim for that spot. So, let's see how we can go about that. So 10 out that way, which is actually 9. Six. Actually, might slope it this way. Again, we're not. Sorry about that. We're not aiming this way with the foundations. The foundations are just there so I can put down rails as well. So, continue with the theme. Looks like we're gonna have to go, because we can't go here. We'll go here. Let's see. Here is where we'll go. Looks like it slopes back down, doesn't it? Yeah. Certainly looks that way. So once we get the height, then we can move on here. Pull this down to here. I think that's a better height. No. Let's see. Pull it this way. Yeah, I think it's because it was trying to slope down weirdly. Is it going to be far enough away? Yeah. Yeah, that's a much better slope. Look at that. That's a much better slope. Okay, so we'll call that there, and then we'll get this corner built, and then continue on around. Alrighty then, just about done here. Going to go ahead and put the signals in. We don't have it fully connected to the other rail line yet. We'll do that next time because we are pretty much out of time for this episode, unfortunately. But we could do the signals real quick. let's see, it's going to be hard to tell where these signals are, but I did manage to do that, and I built a new bridge as well. Two more train cars, I think, roughly. So roughly here-ish is what you're saying. Now we gotta line up with the other edge. Right there. There we go. Okay, that's perfect block there. Again, gonna be hard to tell. Ooh, that cliff is real close. Yeah, it's actually slightly steeper than a 2 meter. Or than a 1 meter. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect, exactly where we want that. Alright, so then we'll go roughly in the middle. What's that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 8. 7, 8. And then on the 9th one. Yeah, yep, that looks good. Okay. I got this all the supports done for this. Ooh. Okay, good. I should have really checked that. Yeah, I think it's going to be at that bridge. Roughly. So we got roughly 2 cars to go, so yeah. Looks like it's going to be there. And the sun is coming up. The beautiful sunrise is coming up over that. Dude, that looks so cool. Yeah, we'll put it right here. I'll put a one signal there. And that should be good for now. So, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So next time, we're going to continue this bridge. Obviously, we're at the level we want to be. We're just over that. We're gonna carry this out another like half of one of these. We'll carry this out. I don't know. No, we'll corner. We'll corner from here. We'll go around. Yeah, because yeah, we'll have to start cornering here soon. Yeah, we might have to do like a weird straight piece, I think. There we go. Have to do a weird straight piece, and then yeah, we corner around there, and we'll finish this little section here next time, and then that will be the rail line complete, which will be on Friday. Yeah. So for now, though, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.